Okay, everybody, we know you've been watching these Fiscal Fitness segments with my friend Derek Bollinger and all of our friends here at Coast 360 each and every week. Now, remember, in a previous episode, we talked about how young people can make sound financial decisions. This week, Derek, we are talking about something that's a little bit more near and dear to our hearts because, at least for me, I just turned 51 this year. I'm on the back half of my career, and we both realize that at some point, interest rates are going to fluctuate, products and services come and go. Retirement is inevitable, and we got to start thinking about that.
Yeah, we certainly don't want to be working forever.
So what do people like in our peer group have to do at our age and hopefully even younger to really start planning for good retirement? And, Social Security is going to be there for us.
Yeah.
But what else can we do?
Well, ideally, people in our age group, we've already started planning. We're already well into putting money aside for our retirement or have some type of plan to how we're going to afford our life in retirement. By the time we get to our age, ideally we've had something put away. So if we're starting now, it's not the end of the world, but you definitely are going to want to focus and put a lot of effort into putting something aside for your retirement.
Mm-hmm. And typically, if you do the math and you go by the typical model, you start working when you're 22, if you just finished college, work until you're about 65 and so. So if you've got those 45 years, give or take, of savings and everything, how much of a solid nest egg should you have amassed? And hopefully maybe you do some real estate investment, you play the stock market if you can.
Yeah, and those are really good questions, to sit down and talk perhaps with a financial advisor or financial planner. And the answer to that would be different depending on what your financial goals are. How do you plan to spend your retirement years? Are you going to be traveling or are you going to be staying home? How much money are you going to need? And really creating a strategy, creating goals, that would be something, that we would recommend that you meet with a financial planner or a financial advisor.
When it comes to retirement planning, how should we also plan for, the emergency stuff?
And retirement planning, I think if you're fortunate to have a company that helps you plan for retirement, they do a 401k match, take advantage of it. We've come across people who may work for a company that does a 401k match, but they're not taking advantage of it. That's free money. That's additional money that you can earn just by doing something that's going to benefit you in the future, which is putting your money aside. So take advantage of opportunities such as that one to help build your retirement. Mm-hmm.
And in addition to saving, it's something that is mentioned all the time when we come up with this, when we mention this topic is, having an IRA, having a professional firm actually manage your retirement, maybe play around with your money on an investment level to make sure that you actually have that solid foundation when you do need to retire.
Yeah, use the experts, right? If there's experts in a field, rely on their expertise. And find somebody that you can trust. I think that's important.
All right, there are many experts here in these walls of Coast 360. Derek is among many of them. You can email them, you can call them, you can DM them and everything, or you can just do what I do. Come over here, sit, have a face-to-face conversation with the true pros of this kind of stuff. So thank you, man. I always appreciate it.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, that's Fiscal Fitness for this week.
Fiscal Fitness is made possible by our partner, Coast 360 Federal Credit Union. Together, we thrive.